Hello and welcome all. In today's lecture, we are going to learn how to create a login page in ASP.NET C#. In our previous lecture, we have learned that how to create a user registration form. So when we created our form, our data was stored in a database. Now from that data, we want that our user will enter in our website to write credentials such that, let's say this was a user. First, he registered his account through this information. Now through these credentials, we want our user to log in. So let's see how it will work. I have provided a link in the description box. From that link, what you have to do is that open that link and this text file will appear here. What you have to do is that, first of all, copy this first part from doc type HTML to HTML. So copy this whole text. Before copying this text, let's do one another thing. Click on Solution Explorer, right click on your project name, hover on Add. Now click on New Item, search for a web form. Here is a web form. Name it as login.aspx. Add. Our page is created now. Now go towards the link that I have provided in the description box. Copy this text from doc type HTML. To this HTML. Just copy this by pressing Ctrl C. Go back towards your code editor. Delete this whole HTML tag and paste the copied text here. Now, after pasting this, you have to change one thing, that is remove this on-click event and make it again on-click equals, and you have to create a new event. Now, when you click enter, a new event is created in the login.aspx.cs file. You can see it as this. Now, before writing the code for our login, first we have to create a store procedure. So open your SQL Server Management Studio. Open your database, that was examination system. Now you can see that programmability option. When you expand it, you can see store procedure option here. Right click on this store procedure and click on new store procedure. Now remove these comments from here. Also remove these two comments. Also remove this. After removing this, what you have to do is go back towards this file, and at last you can see this is our store procedure. You have to copy this whole store procedure, Control C, move back towards the SQL Server Management Studio. First, delete this also and paste it. So I am changing this store procedure name as login. Now everything is fine now. something is missing here. So you don't have to remove this end and bow from here. You just have to remove this. Now press Ctrl V. I think I have again placed an error here. Let's see what's the error. Okay, remove this comment. Go back to this text file. Okay. Name this as login. Now copy this. And you have to write it. Okay. Now copy this and paste it here. Our store procedure is created now. Now you have to do is that click on this execute option. You can see that command completed successfully. It means that our store procedure completed successfully. Now go towards your code editor. Click on Solution Explorer. You have to open this model1.edmx. After this model open, what you have to do is that right click on anywhere on this page and click on update model from browser. Check everything here which is checkable. Finish. Okay. Whenever we update or we create something new in our database, what we have to do is that we have to update this model right from this model1.edmx files by right click here. And what you have to do is that update model from database, so that whatever changes you have to do in your SQL server or database, it will change in this editor as well. Now you can save this by pressing Ctrl S, or simply you have to click on this cross button of model1.edmx file. When you click on this cross button, it asks you whether you have to save it or not. So you have to click on save. It takes some time to save this. Once your model is updated, what you have to do is that go towards the login.aspx.cs file. Now simply copy this whole text, press Ctrl C and paste it right here in the event that we have created just now. Press Ctrl V. And you can see that there is some error, and that is we have entered a wrong procedure name. Ctrl X. Now search for our store procedure, that was login SP. And now everything is fine now. Now this query.count means that something is present in this query variable. It means that this variable is not empty. Email and password both are present in this query. If user have entered his email or password, then something is present in this query variable. And then if user has entered something, then it will enter in this if body, and he will navigate towards the home.aspx page. We have not created home.aspx file yet. We will create it very soon. Now, if user will not enter his email or password, then this if body will not execute, then this else body will execute, and it will appear a message that invalid email or password. For example, if user enter a wrong password or a wrong email address, then he will not log in, and this message will appear that invalid email or password. Let's see how it works. But before running this code, first of all, we have to save this file and we have to add the Bootstrap CDN here. So as you know that in our previous video, when we were creating registration form, user registration form, we had copied our Bootstrap CDN. So we'll just copy this CDN from here by pressing Ctrl C, and we will paste it here. If you have not watched my previous video about how to create a registration form in ASP.NET C#, I will provide that link in the description box. So everything is fine now. Now save this file by pressing Ctrl S and run the server. Now you can see that our page is created successfully. Let's check whether user can log in or not. So what you will do is that enter the email address of the user that already have registered his account. Okay, let's see first when we click on registered account, it moves towards the registered account page. So if your account is not created yet, first create your account. After filling this information, you can click on sign up, your account will be created. And if you have already created your account, you can click on already have an account. It will navigate towards this login page. Okay, now I have already registered my account. So I will open that. What was the email address? testuser@gmail.com. Write it here. testuser@gmail.com. Enter the password here. That was, let's see what was the password. The password was test user. When I click on login, okay, you can now see that when I click on login, it will navigate me towards the home.aspx. But why it is giving me an error? Because we have not created home.aspx file yet. We will create this in the next lecture. So that was all about today's lecture. I hope that you have understand each and every point of this lecture. We will also see that how this forget password can work. If the user forget to enter his password, then how can he recover his password by clicking on this forget option? We will see this in our coming lectures. In the next lecture, we will work on password encryption and decryption, and we will also see how sessions and cookies work in ASP.NET C#. That was all about today. So I request you all to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. Like my video. Thanks for watching.